This can get pretty laborious after a while, and you start to feel it. But we've actually found a better way to do this. So right now we're trying to get our garden beds filled inside of our greenhouse, and we've actually got 4 big raised garden beds from Amazon that we're going to be filling. This is really taxing to mix your soil like this. Right now we're just doing a bucket of compost, so 1 part compost, doing a small solo cup, red solo cup of perlite. And this compost actually comes from a local mega farm that we actually supply the alfalfa for. When they get done, they need somewhere to put all this stuff. This has all been ran through a digester, it's been dehydrated, and whatever else the whole process goes for getting rid of their manure from their mega farm. But that's what this is, and that's where it came from. And then we're just adding in 1 part of topsoil here. We've got quite a few beds here to still fill. We've got, what, 3 more yet? We've got 3 filled, and we're going to be filling some raised beds that are 8 foot by 4 foot by 2 feet deep, which doing this method right here is going to take forever. So let's show you something that's a little bit faster, a little bit easier on the body, and I would say more efficient. Now, if you don't have what we're going to show you, don't worry about going out and running to buy one, but I will tell you that this next method that we're going to use can be dual purpose. So if you do buy yourself what we're about to show you, you might have many uses for it, a lot more than you think, and you're always going to be able to do this type of work with it each spring. So if you remember our old little friend here, we used to pour our footings on our foundation of our greenhouse. Well, we figured out we can use this for our soil mixing too. And our 1 part compost. And we can throw our perlite mix in there. And this beats using the hoe for sure. If you actually take a peek at what we got, we already dumped 1 mix out. It's a really nice homogeneous mixture of everything. You can't barely tell the topsoil from the compost anymore. Everything's very uniformly mixed. Now, like I said, if you don't have one of these, you don't have to go out and buy it for this purpose, but if you do a lot of gardening, it definitely will make your life a lot easier, I think. And I know this one we've had for many years. So we got fortunate that we have this laying around. But if you go to Harbor Freight, you can pick them up for about $150 or somewhere right around in that range. And then if you do pick it up for any gardening reason, you also have that opportunity that you can pour your own concrete if you need to. I think it's a win-win regardless. You know, $150 is well spent. This is something that we'd use every single year for this kind of project. Rather than trying to mix mass quantities of soil for raised beds by hand, this is a whole lot easier and a lot more friendly on the body. So if you're wondering how we actually did these 55-gallon barrel raised beds and what we did in the bottom, you kind of saw the mixture that we're mixing right now that we're dumping into them, but this is how we prepare the bottom. So we just put a little bit of gravel in the bottom, only not for drainage, but to pitch our drain pipe that we have in the bottom of here. We have a perforated PVC type pipe that we've connected between these 2 barrels in this 1 raised garden bed right here. So you can kind of see it. It's down in there. You can kind of see it right above my finger. That pipe goes through. Then we're just putting some landscaper's cloth over the top to stop the soil from getting in and plugging up our drain holes. And then, I don't know if you can see it, maybe I can kind of see it on the camera there. That is our drain pipe coming out of the barrel. So we'll just have a little ice cream pail to catch the excess water that comes out, and we'll put that down on this nice little deck board shelf that we built on the bottoms of our raised garden beds. Whatever water runs off in excess, we can then reuse that and just pour it back over the top of our plants in our raised beds. So that's it. We got all of our raised garden beds are now full here inside of the greenhouse. Everything came out pretty good. That cement mixer really made a big difference on how fast we were able to get this project accomplished. So now that we've got our planters all completely filled, make sure you check out this next video right here to see what we're planting inside.